Breaking right now. In just about an hour, President Donald Trump's massive tariff on China begins. It sets in motion more expensive shoes, clothing, electronics, and other items. Atlanta News First reporter Alani Latang is live in Midtown. And Alani, businesses and shoppers say they're having to adjust their budgets for this.
Carly, they're nervous, they're anxious, they want to save money. They also think about how much they're going to be shopping now. While business owners say they're going to just have to eat the cost of these tariffs because they need to keep their stores packed.
Who's going to enjoy spending more for something?
Tariffs against Chinese imports will hit 104% starting Wednesday. President Trump issuing them after China refused to end their retaliatory tariffs, claiming they will fight to the end of the trade war. Elite Man clothing store owner Lafayette Brazil says most of his items come from Europe and China.
So now we got to use more capital to bring things in, and then we got to charge higher prices.
I think that this movie is about to get real crazy.
Obi Marakuku likes to shop multiple times a week, mostly supporting local businesses. With heavier tariffs, he says he believes in being financially responsible.
If I was going to buy 10 sneakers, maybe we got to look at buying 5.
Before the 104% tariffs on Chinese imports, Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America estimates work boots made in China, retailed for $77 now, would go up to $115. A pair of Chinese-made children's shoes will likely increase from $26 to $41. Frequent online consumer Sarita Smith says she's going to be more cognizant of how often she's spending for her and her kids.
Now it's going to be a little more like possibly quarterly and not monthly.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on defending Trump's massive tariff.
Deals will only be made if they benefit American workers and address our nation's crippling trade deficit.
Consumers and businesses hoping the high tariffs are short-lived.
Afraid that this don't last as long and keep going, because you still got to do business.
China is reported to be America's second largest source of imports last year, and these mutual tariffs could mean possible layoffs. Reporting live in Midtown, I'm Alani Latang, Atlanta News First.